we must look at where they begin. A key principle in understanding the brain is to examine both its wiring, its connections, and its developmental origin. Emotions are constructed within the brain and body, and their fundamental blueprint is laid down in early childhood. As an infant, you entered the world without a conceptual understanding of your needs. You didn't intellectually know hunger or cold, you experienced them as internal states of distress or agitation. This discomfort would prompt an outward signal, a cry, a fuss, and a caregiver would respond. This creates the most basic emotional feedback loop. An internal state drives an action, which triggers a response from the external world. Developmental psychologists agree that infants lack the cognitive framework to make sense of the world. Instead, they learn through this process. A shift in internal state, anxiety, discomfort, leads to a signal, which leads to a reliable, or unreliable, external response. This is the cradle of emotion, rooted in forming bonds and learning to predict the world. A tool for mapping your feelings. Let's pause to introduce a practical tool for bringing more nuance to your emotional awareness. There are various apps, such as one developed at Yale called Mood Meter, that help users move beyond simple labels like happy or sad. These tools typically ask you to plot your feelings on two key axes. 1. Energy level. How alert or calm are you? From drowsy to highly energized. 2. Pleasantness. How good or bad do you feel? From unpleasant to pleasant. By selecting a point on this grid, you can access a more refined vocabulary for your state, such as cheerful, motivated, irritated, or lethargic. Tracking this over time helps you identify patterns and understand the links between your activities, environment, and emotions. This points to a core truth: emotions are multidimensional. We can think of them as being composed of at least three elements. Your level of alertness, arousal. The pleasantness of your feeling, valence. The focus of your attention, internal versus external. The balance of internal and external awareness. This balance between internal and external focus is critical. Interoception is the perception of sensations from inside your body: hunger, heartbeat, warmth. Exteroception is the perception of the outside world through your senses, sights, sounds. As an infant, you were predominantly interoceptive. Your world was your internal needs. As caregivers reliably met those needs, you began to exterocept, to look outward and start forming predictions. You learned, on a preconscious